Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, struggling with the voice, but feeling a little better. Yeah, I'm more sort of bunged up now than I have been, so the cold's actually broken now, but I do have still a bit of a cough, so I might be a little interrupted, but hopefully not. The sore throat's gone, so I'm glad to be coming back to my normal self. Okay, I haven't lost my sense of humour, by the way. That doesn't go anywhere. Today is the 1st of April, so April Fool's Day. I was pretending all along. We are doing the What's Cracking reading with the Handsome Roberts deck, and we have the Devil energy. Now, the Devil energy talks about obsession, extremes, going to extremes, being tied to things that we, more than likely should not be tied to. This often happens when you sort of, when you have those relationships that you can't let go, or something that keeps hanging on. Can be about addictions to people, addictions to love. But this is what the devil energy is. Sometimes it can talk about the ego too, because all that stuff comes from what you've learned in your ego. So sometimes it's about discarding the ego and moving forward. Nice. Behind here, there is an offer here. So somehow or another, by discarding this energy, this devil energy, you're going to get an offer here from someone, possibly a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, in particular a Pisces, because that is who the card belongs to. But there's some sort of offer coming in because you've let go of this energy. And the last card is in reverse, and the Queen of Wands. So maybe you have realised now that it's not what you want anymore. Maybe you've waited for this offer for so long and you've clung on to this energy here that now the offer's come through. You've decided perhaps it's not the right thing for you here. It's that whole thing, that be careful what you wish for, because when it does come through, maybe it's not what you want anymore. So that's what that looks like there. Okay, let's have a look. So we have the Two of Wands coming out first. So the Two of Wands talks of moving down a different pathway. And this card sort of makes sense after the mini read, because it's sort of like, I've dealt with that now. I no longer need that in my life, and I'm moving forward. So maybe some of you are moving away from an energy that you've been around for way too long. Yeah, because you're going to either immerse yourself in your work on yourself, or work towards a different angle here. For some of you, if this is about work, it's possible you could be walking away from a job here because the job isn't offering you what you want. And as soon as you turn around and say to them, I want to go, this is terrible, this job, I don't want to be here anymore. They're like, well, we'll pay you more money, we'll give you better conditions, because that's what happens when you walk away from that devil energy. So somehow or another here, you're choosing to walk down your own pathway and follow your own abundance here. We do have the Strength card coming out here. So this is about building your own strength, and it's through integrity. This is about you using your logic over your emotion, understanding the importance of seeing through things for what they really are, rather than through the eyes of a hurt person or a loving person. This is about seeing things clearly here and being able to move forward. Six of Cups coming out here. So this can be the energy of the past, nostalgia, reminiscing. Very often it's that thing about going back to a child. So some of this energy here that we see around this devil energy, some of that can be learned from a child. So maybe some of you have had attachment issues. So if you're not sure about that, you can go and have a good look up on attachment issues as an adult. Because as a child, you may have been rejected by a parent that makes you sort of cling to people now, where you should be moving forward. So to me, this is saying that you are learning. What keeps you attached to the past now? So sort of things that keep you attached to people, places, those sort of things. Five of Cups coming in out here. So the Five of Cups also talks about the past. It talks about remorse and regret. But I feel like this remorse and regret isn't about this situation anymore. This is about wasting precious time, waiting for things to happen that have never come, or wasting for precious time for people to return that haven't come in, instead of just moving on with your life. If someone is meant to come back, they will. But if you're living in this devil energy where you're clinging on to the past, things won't come back. But I feel like this is more regret and remorse because you've wasted so much time on this particular energy. And look at this, you have a brand new start here. So because you've let go of this energy now, the universe is offering you an opportunity to move forward in a very passionate and driven way. That's really beautiful. And being able to let the past go and leave it where it belongs. There's victory here. Isn't this beautiful? Absolute victory. And it's really funny. The guy in the victory card is looking up at the Six of Cups here. And he's looking up and going, yep, finally did it. I finally learned how to leave the past behind. And I'm not talking about the reminiscing or the nostalgia. I'm talking about that clinging on to things, not being able to let go of something, like that horrible feeling. It's about your emotions. Sorry, it's about your emotions holding you back, not the thoughts. So when we have normal, healthy emotions, we feel things and we feel really good, when we look back, or we feel really sad, but it's fleeting. It's just for a moment. This is an energy of, clinging to something that you have lost and not being able to let it go. That becomes unhealthy and toxic, like in the devil energy, where it takes up way too much room in your head. You think about it far more often than you should, and you need to let it go. And if you let it go, you're going to spring more life in. Oh, look. So there is something here that is breaking apart because you've made this decision. There is something here that's going to be torn down in order for you to move forward. This is really amazing. Fantastic reading, because what this is telling me is that by making this decision to walk away from this offer, you're going to bring in something so much more worthy of you. And it could be true love, a brand new start. It is about your own growth, your own ability to manifest here and bring in the future that you want by just releasing this. But the universe is saying now it's time to break down those old structures, because you're holding back your own energy by hanging on to the past like this. Yeah, so there is some healing that's needing to be done here. So maybe, sometimes doing this, I'm surprised we don't have the whole Pyrrhic victory, the Five of Swords here, because sometimes by making a choice to leave something behind and move forward, it's almost like you feel quite empty by doing that, because now you haven't got that personal thing to think about. But there is this sort of strange sense of freedom in that, where you think, all I've done is think about this thing, this person, this situation, and now I don't have to think about it anymore. And you free yourself up and the tiredness goes. And a lot of the time I get people say to me, I feel really tired all the time and I haven't done anything. And I'm like, that's because you're thinking, you're overthinking. And that makes you feel emotionally tired, which affects your whole body. And in here, that's gone. It's gone because you're living in your truth now. You're not pulling the past back into your life all the time. And then we have the Two of Pentacles coming out. So there's a choice here. And the choice is for me to bring in that balance of not doing this to yourself anymore. This cruel behavior where you get stuck on stuff because of your own abandonment issues from the past. It's so important for people to understand abandonment, because there's so many different types of it. People who have trouble committing to relationships is a really big one. We talk about people being players, but that's all about abandonment issues, not being able to commit to someone because you fear that they're going to reject you. So if you start having strong feelings for someone, you push them out the door before they have a chance to push you out the door. That's what that's all about. So if somebody doesn't want to commit to you, you need to recognise that is their own abandonment issues, and you need to pull up stumps and go, you know what, buddy, that's it, it's done. So this is all about this. This is taking control, taking your power back, realising your limitations and moving forward here and breaking down those old structures to move into a brand new future. Very nice reading again. Deep and deep, but deep's always good. Let's get you an oracle card. You got something beautiful coming in here, though, because you've cleared your energy now. So it's like the universe is saying, wow, now you've cleared your energy, you can have this. Okay, I have the card of the resting tree here. It talks about patience and stillness. It's card number 22, which is a lovely number for you. So I'll just read you a little bit from that. It says, the resting tree is a sign for you to stop focusing and planning and be at peace in the moment. This is a representative of non-action and relaxation. Patience is the key to being with this ally. The resting tree asks you to slow down, sit back and watch the roses bloom and the birds feed in the meadow. This isn't the time to forge ahead in any way. You may not be taking enough breaks, so you're invited to be still and contemplate your good fortune, even if it means blessing the chaos in your life. This is a sign to allow everything to fall away except the stillness of the moment. It's like living with the space between breaths. When the resting tree appears, it signals that you've done all you can for now and it's time to unwind and allow your story to unfold of its own accord. You've earned the right to rest and relax. Amazing ideas will come if you do. Remember the ancient saying, we do without doing and everything gets done. And this is this energy here. This is the hanging man and the bringing in the new energy. So the universe is saying, just stop for a moment, realize what you've done, take it in, and let the rest look after itself. Have a fantastic day, everyone.